In highway questions, importance questions, we are discussing. First is roundabouts are not suitable if the number of vehicles. Roundabouts are not suitable if the number of vehicles. Options are 3000, 4000, 5000, 6000. Our correct option is 3000. Then next, for a comfortable travel on a highway, the centrifugal ratio should not exceed 0.10, 0.15, 0.20, 0.25, 0.30. 0.25 is the correct answer. If V is the kilometer radius, R is the curve, the super elevation E is nothing but V square by 225, R is the correct answer. The traffic maneuver means diverging, merging and crossing. So all of the above is the correct answer. To compensate the loss of tractive force of a vehicle along a curve of radius r, the percentage of reduction of gradient is 50 by r, 75 by r, 100 by r, 125 by r, 150 by r. Our correct option is 75 by r. Then the width of formation of a road means the width of carriageway, pavement and shoulders, embankment at the ground, embankment at the top level. So the width of formation is nothing but embankment at the top level. If the P is the number of vehicles per day last census, R is the increase in traffic, N is the number of years passed after last census, the number of vehicles A per day for design is P1 plus R to the power N, P1 minus R to the power N, P1 plus R to the power minus N plus 5, P1 plus R to the power 5 to the power N. Our correct answer is simple formula P into 1 plus R to the power N. Hill roads. Hill roads are provided camber along the super curves. It is the incorrect options. Provided camber along valley curves. This is also incorrect. Seldom provided a camber. Yes, hill roads are seldom provided a camber. The next question for poorly graded subgrade soil. Thickness of subbase is 10 cm, 15 cm, 20 cm, 25 cm, 30 cm. So for poorly graded subgrade soil, the thickness of subbase is 30 cm. For a clear dystonic vision, image of obstruction should fall on the retina with a cone of 2 degree, 3 degree, 4 degree, 5 degree. Our correct answer is 5 degree. Then goes to the next. The distance traveled by moving vehicle during perception and brake reaction time is known as the distance which is traveled for moving vehicle during perception and brake reaction time is stop distance. No. Side distance? No. Leg distance? Yes. Leg distance is the distance traveled by perception and brake reaction times. The next question. Following type of pavement is generally known as flexible pavement. Waterborne macadam roads. It is, yes, it is a flexible. Stabilized soil road. It is also flexible. Road constructed with various layers of building mineral well compacted. Yes, it is also flexible. So our correct option is all of the above. And the minimum width of pavement of national highway. National highway, the minimum width is 4.7 meter. Is wrong. 5.7 meter. Yes, the national highway's minimum width is 5.7 meters. The radius of curvature of a hill road is 50 meter. The percentage of gate compensation will 70 by R, 75 by R, 80 by R. So our correct answer is 75 by R. In a scrutiny of rainfall is done if the camber provided will be A. Nil, B. Flatter, C. Stepper, D. None of this. So flatter. So flatter is provided, okay? Next. And an expansional grade may be provided along 1 to 12 along hill roads. If the land does not exceed 45 meter per kilometer, no. 60 per kilometer, yes. The land does not exceed 60 meter per kilometer. The head of the Public Works Department of any Indian state is Transport Minister, no. Chief Minister, Engineer, yes. Chief Engineer. The laminated curve having an angle of deflection delta, the maximum polar angle. Polar angle is nothing but delta by 5, delta by 6, yes, delta by 6. One of the most smooth hard surface road rolling resistance of moving vehicle ranges from 5 kg to 7 kg, 7 kg to 9 kg, 9 kg to 1 ton. Pick up the incorrect statement from the following. The width of the right of way decided so as to accommodate formation width, side slope, horizontal curve, vertical curve, provision of future in the way diagram. So incorrect statement is vertical curve. So the width of the right of way is decided so as to accommodate only formation width, side slope, horizontal curve. Next, formation width of a hill road is the distance between. So your correct answer is outer end of the side drains to outer end of the parapet. Outer to outer end. That is outer end of the side drain to outer end of the parapet wall. Next, California bearing ratio method is design of flexible pavement is more accurate because it characteristics of soils, traffic intensities, character of the route making material. So its correct answer is it deals with the character of route making materials also. Longitudinal pavement lines marked broken in white benches are of guidance of drivers are not to be crossed driver, may be crossed over a direction of driver, may be crossed over a direction of driver. Design of flexible pavement involves wheel loads, intensity of traffic, climate of the region, subject condition. All of the above is the correct answer. No. The correct answer is climate of the region. Design of flexible pavement also involves the climate of the region. Design of highway based on axle loads, axle spacing, wheelbase, overall length. The option is all of the above. One pavement with a parabolic camber, the angle of inclination of a vertical will be more at the crowns, incorrect. Less at the edge, incorrect. More at the edge, yes, more at the edge. It is correct. The difference in gradient after full super elevation and the initial alignment of road is known as rolling gradient, rising gradient, compensated gradient, differential gradient. Yes, the correct answer is differential gradient. If the radius of curve is 300 meter, length of transition curve is 100 meter, the angle of tangent located at the junction point is 1 degree 11 minutes, 2 degree 11 minutes, 3 degree 11 minutes. The minimum radius of a simple circular curve deflecting to 5 degree is 171.8.9. When a number of half-pin bands are introduced, a minimum intervening distance between is kept as 20 meter, 40 meter, 60 meter. Correct answer is 60 meter. If the design of circular curve of radius is 1400 meter is 80 km per hour, the super elevation is provided. If no super elevation is provided, the camber is 4%, 3%, 2%. Answer is 2%. Width of the rotary round should be equal to twice of the width of the narrowest radial road. Width of the widest root plus the width of one layer. Width of the widest root plus 2 meter. Width of the widest root, width of the layer. To prevent movement moisture from the subgrade root pavement on impact about 0.6 meter to 1 meter higher than the water level, the thickness of cutoff layer of the coarse sand is used as 20 centimeter, 15 centimeter, 30 centimeter, 45 centimeter. The answer is none of the these. A statement regarding the size and stones at the wearing surface. The size of a stone used to root must be due to the proportion of space occupied by the wheel of ordinary dimension on a smooth level surface. The point of contact will found by longitudinal and 2.5 cm every piece of stone put into the root which exceeds 2.5 cm. Any of its dimension and miscellaneous was made by Kefol, Macadam, Tasteng, Sully. This statement is by Macadam. If L is the distance between the extreme axle of vehicles, yet gross load could not exist 1526, 1525, 1525 L plus 7.73 minus 14.7 L square and goes to next. For a 6.7 wide Pavement beams are provided either side of having width of 1 meter, 1.25 meter, 1.5 meter, 1.5 meter. For a design of cement concrete pavement of corner loading, Indian Road Congress recommend the use of Westgard formula, Kelly's formula, Goldbeck's formula, Spengler formula, Pickler formula, Picker's formula only. One RDTA Indian Road Transport Development Association was set in Bombay in the year of 1927. The total value of extraordinary required for a horizontal curve of two-lane hill road, radius of 42 meter for a design speed of 50 km. The vehicle wheelbase is 6 meter is 1.089 meter. Depth of reinforcement below the surface of the concrete pavement is generally kept as 5 meter, 6 meter, 7 meter, 8 meter, 9 meter. The correct answer is 5 meter. And goes to next. If b is the design speed of the vehicles, the sense of acceleration is a 65 60 by 70 plus 5, 60 70 by 60 plus 70 by 60 plus b, 80 by 75 plus b, 80 by 75 plus b. Volume of the traffic which is due to improvement carried over adjacent area is known as development traffic, generated traffic, nominal traffic, current traffic. The answer is nominal traffic growth. No, the answer is development traffic. Roughness index of a road is expressed as side of the slope, pavement, number of paths, cumulative deformation of surface per horizontal distance. The cumulative deformation of surface per horizontal distance. Next question. If n is the deviation angle, the L is the parabolic vertical curve for safe stepping side, then n is squared by 4.5, 2.5 minus 4.5, v squared by 4.4, 2.5 minus 4.5. The answer is both A and B. Pick up the correct statement from the following. The height of the headlight above the roof surface is taken as 0.75 meter. Correct? Then next, the beam of the headlight is up to 1 degree upwards from the grade of the road. It is also correct. While designing the valley curve, the height of the object is assumed nil. Yes, all are correct. The option is all of the above. Degree of road curve is defined as the angle of degree subtended by the center by an arc of 10 meter, 20 meter, 25 meter, 30 meter, 20 meter, arc of 20 meter. The tangent of simple circle curve R is deflection is R 10 pi by 2. Which of the following transportation system not used to conveyance of passengers in India? That is the pipelines. Pipelines is nothing but no use. Thickness of broken line making a multi-lane route for a lane is generally 10 cm. Okay. Next question. If a laminicated curve of transition throughout is introduced, the correct two parallel loop, the maximum polar angle is 10 degree, 15 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree. Yes, 30 degree is the correct answer. If the cross slope of a country is 25 to 60%, the terrain is classified as plain, rolling, steppe, mountainous. Setting out laminated transition curve is done with perpendicular offset, radial offset, deflection angle, polar deflection angle. A reference pillar fixed on the center line of a proposed route provided the following information: reduced distance, horizontal distance, reduced level of the top pillar, formation of the all of the above. The normal route length with the major district route in open area is option B, 25 meter. On earth, the camber should preferably be option A, 1 in 20 to 1 in 24. यार बहुत कम. Then the convexity provided on the carriageway between the crown and edge of the pavement is known as super elevation, camber. Alignment of highway in hilly road is decided on long stretch of the very hard cutting, number of river crossing, natural unstable area, schedule of passes. All of the above is the correct answer. The standard equation of cubical spiral transition curve provided on the road is y is equal to x cube 6rl. Y is equal to x cube 6rl. If 8 is the area of steel cross section, T is the working stress. L is the width of the load. W is the weight of slab per square meter. The spacing of the bars for longitudinal joint is option D 100 WL 80 by T. The next question. The gradient of stress cut for hill road active equal to rolling gradient 10 to 20% of easier than rolling hazard. So 10 to 20% easier than rolling gradient. The width of the right of way in an urban area cube between 24 to 60 meter national highway, state highway, what A and B, what A and B. The safe L of a valley curve for night travel is what A and B. The rate of change of super elevation along a curved portion of a 7-meter wide route is 1 in 150 and the maximum super elevation allowed is 1 in 15. The maximum length of transition curve to be provided either N is 65 meter, 70 meter, 70 meter. The full width of the land acquired before finishing a highway alignment is known as option B, right of way. Retaining walls are generally constructed with dry rubble stones with 60 cm top and width. 1:2 front better, 1:3 front better, 1:3 front better. The ability of a driver to stop vehicle moving in the design speed depends upon perception time, brake reaction time, efficiency of brakes, frictional resistance, all of them, all of them. To prevent compressive stress in a rigid concrete pavement, the joint provided are expansion joint, contraction joint, hinge joint, all of the above, all of the above. In case of cement concrete pavement, pick up the incorrect statement. Active resistance is low. It is correct statement. Initial cost of construction is high. It is also correct. Initial cost of construction is low. Yes. The radius curvature provided along a transition curve is minimum at the beginning. Same throughout the length. Equal to the radius of circle, varying the infinity radius of the circle. Varying the infinity radius of the circle. If v is the velocity in kilometer per hour, brake reaction time, n is the efficiency of the brake, the stopping side distance will be 0.278 Vt, 0.1 V square by n, 0.28 Vt into 0.01 V square by n, 0.28 Vt plus 0.01 V square by n. During the last phase of reconnaissance test, the great line is recorded 2-meter pole to indicate direction of purpose alignment, distance between previous and forward peaks, relative elevation of the peaks, all of the above is the correct. Concrete pavement is provided in daily traffic per lane exit 500 tons, 750 tons, 1000 tons, 1000 tons. If this is the economic design depth of a slab, the thickness of the cement concrete pavement slab at the interior is kept 1.273, 1.125, 0.85D, 0.85D. If the elevation along a road increases, the slope of the road along the longitudinal direction is known as gradient, grade, positive grade, negative grade. This the option is gradient. Pick up the inquiry statement from the following. Highways are always constructed in straight line. Highways are also provided in horizontal curve. Highways were provided in vertical. Highway may be provided in horizontal vertical. Highway may be provided in horizontal curve. Highways are always constructed in straight line. If the width of carriage is 12.5 meter, the outer is 15 cm higher than the inner, so the required super elevation is 1 in 25. In a cement concrete pavement, tensile stress is due to bending or deflection of the wheel loop, difference in temperature of the top bottom pavement, contraction of the slab during temperature, all of the above is the correct. If the length is the transition are provided either side of a circular curve of a radius or the maximum angle or deflection with a tangent for the junction of a transition curve and circular curve is L by A, L by 2R, L by 3R, L by 4R. None of this is the answer. Interior thickness of a concrete slab of 6 kg, permissible flexion 21 kg per centimeter is 17 centimeter, 25.5 centimeter. 25.5 centimeter is the correct answer. If R is the radius of main circular curve, delta is the angle of deflection, alpha is the polar deflection angle of any point, then its radial distance is θr root over sine del by t sine 2 alpha, θr sine delta by sine t alpha. So answer is θr sine delta by 3 sine 2a. Sine 2a. Super elevation of snowbound radius should generally kept in 10%, 12%, 15%, 7%, Super elevation on routes in snowbound areas should generally not exceed 7%. If the width of the pavement slab 7.5 cm, thickness is 20 cm, working speed is this. The spacing 10 mm bars for longitudinal joint is 10 cm, 20 cm, 30 cm, 30 cm. Minimum number of 50 kg cement brick per cubic meter of concrete for a mix corresponding to casting strength is 5, 6.5, 6.5. The point A, B, C 500 meter apart on a straight road having 500 radius level. The road is said to be no gradient between A and C. A positive gradient between A and C, a negative gradient between A and C, a negative gradient between A and B, a positive gradient between A and B, followed by a negative gradient between B and C. In a braking test, vehicle traveling 36 km per hour stop braking 0.8 meter. The average value of skid resistance 0.64, 6.25, 0.16. 0.16 is the correct answer. The present ADT of 5,000 vehicles of annual increase 10%. The average future flow after 5 years will be 6050 vehicles, 7050 vehicles, 8050 vehicles, 8050 vehicles. To prevent head-on collision of a vehicle traveling in opposite direction along 4-lane routes, marking on the roads are provided. Physical divider are provided. Area divider are provided. Median of wide area provided. Medians of the wide area is provided. We have the carriage step. Detailed survey is carried out of the step line of 15 meter on the either side of the trace out along the straight portion. Detailed survey is carried out under a strip of 30 meter sharp curve. Levels are taken into the trace 20 meter. Contour interface is generally at 2 meters. So our correct answer is all of the above. The GT route of Lahore to Kolkata in India was constructed during the correct answer is 1540 1545 after D. Indian IRC is founded established 1934. The extra weighting required for horizontal curve on a single lane hill road. Radius of 8 meter, design speed of 50 km for PS and a vehicle of weight base 6 meter is 0.25 meter, 0.589 meter, 0.589 meter. The national state highway in open area is 45 meter. Excessive camber on the pavement may cause deformation of central portion, slip of the speedy vehicle, erosion of the beam. All of the above is the correct. The type of curves generally provided on highway is critical curve, transition curve, vertical curve. All of the above. All of the above is the correct answer. Then 10. Question number 10. The safe stopping side distance computed from the following equation, that is 0.27 Vt v square by 254 f. Non-passing of side distance along a route of longest distance. The driver of a moving vehicle may see obstacles on a pavement 10 cm height. Yes, 10 cm height. The minimum route width is taken as 9 meter. If a cross slope of a country up to 10%, the terrain is classified as rolling, plain. When of the plain particle of aggregate thinly located in the cement paste, a homogeneous soil is found, which is known as hydration gel concrete. Concrete is the answer. Gradient resistance of moving vehicle along the downslope is -9 kg per ton. Thickness of broken center line marking of a 4-lane route is generally kept as option C 15 cm. Maximum number of vehicles that can pass through a given point on a lane during 1 hour without creating unreasonable delay is known as traffic density lane, basic capacity of lane, probable capacity of the lane, practical capacity of the lane. Practical capacity of the lane is the correct option. The desirable camber for straight is 1 in 160, 1 in 140. With water macadam, if it is water macadam, then 140 to 1 in 30T. In case of hairband pen, the inner curve is 14 meter, 15 meter, circular compound may be the minimum route, all of the above. Before providing super elevation of a road, the portion of the carriageway between the crown and the outer is made to have reduced fall Horizontal, to have slope of the camber on the other half of the carriageway, none of the above. Answer is C. That is, to have the slope of the camber other half of the carriageway. Customer prefers parking on the vehicles at 90 degree, 85 degree, 80, 75 degree, 60 degree, 60 degree. Reduction of load capacity of a gradient is option C, 1 in 20 in 10%. Overtaking time required per vehicle for a design speed of 50 km, overtaking acceleration 1.25. Overtake a vehicle moving a speed of 30 km per hour is option B, 6.12 seconds. The maximum comfortable retardation application to the moving vehicle is 3.42 meter per second square. The width of the pavement addition to gravel beam 1 meter on either side of a two direction of traffic recommended by Nagpur chief engineers are option C, 6.7 meter. We have the correct statement from the following. The cross falls of the shoulder should be at least 0.5 steeper than camber on the superfluous section. Earth and roots provided slip cross pile, all of the above. The camber on the pavement is provided by straight line and parabolic method, parabolic at the crown. The standard equation of cubic parabola on the root is y is equal to x cubed by 6rl. The maximum radial distance of laminated skirt having maximum polar angle is 3r sine 2 alpha. According to the Indian Road Schools, the width of the carriageway is all of the above: 10.5 meter, 7.5 meter, 7 meter, 3.75 meter. So the correct is all of the above. The minimum crossfall of a shoulder is kept as 0.5%, 1%, 1.5%, 2.5%, 2.5%. While calculating overtaking, the height of object above the road is assumed as 120 centimeter. Setback distance is the distance between road line boundary and the building line. The horizontal curve of a highway are provided to break the monotony of the driving, to discourage the tendency of increase, to discuss the mental strain of the driver. All of the above is the correct answer. The width of the right way is influenced by formation width, shoulder width, classification of load, availability of fan, shoulder of beam, formation width, all of the above actually. On the recommend of Nagpur conference, the minimum width of the village road may be 2.4 meter. Yes, 2.4 meter. In retaining the brickhouse wall, weave holes are provided 50 cm vertical height, 50 cm center to center horizontally, 100 cm vertical height, 100 cm vertical height, and 120 cm horizontally, 120 cm vertical center. In complex situation, total time required for diver from adjustment to act may be 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds, 1 second. Complex situation, the divers maybe goes up to 3 seconds also. At the intersection of road, the traffic volume is carried out to ascertain the number of vehicles moving along the straight line, turning left, turning right, all of the above. Widening of curves on a hill region is done on the outer side, on the inner side, on the outer and inner side equally. Less on outer side, more on the inner side only in case of hilly region, widening is done. For properly designed vehicle, the resistance of the generally ignored. Wind resistance, ruling resistance, gate resistance, action resistance. Option D, action resistance. The top height of the road maker above the ground level is option D, 2.25 cm. Pick up the correct statement from the following. Brow pits are located at the right of way. Brow pits may be located on the either side of the right of way. Spoil bank is located on side of the right of way. All of the above. All of the above is the correct answer. Then goes to if E is the modulus of elasticity in the concrete, D is the slab thickness, Poisson ratios, and K is the subgrade, the radius of relative stiffness. Relative stiffness radius is 4 root over ED cube 12, 1 minus mu square K. Then goes to next. When a load is applied on a concrete pavement away from the edge, the maximum bending moment is negative. Always from edge of maximum bending moment cause compression on the edge of the maximum bending slab. None of this. Option is C. On the edge, the maximum stress of the parallel of the edge of the slab. Here the incorrect statement from the following. On highway, circular curves may be simple curve, compound curve, reserve curve, vertical curve, all of the above. So in highway, the curve is basically use vertical curves only. The ideal vertical curve is 2 spiral, cubic parabola, lemniscate. None of this. None of this. At the root junction, 16 cross conflict points are served. If both are one way, both are two way, both are two ways. To ensure the blackout currents may not overturn one curve, the maximum super elevation recommended by 1 in 15. Okay. Next question. If V is the moving vehicle, R is the radius of the curve, G is the acceleration due to gravity, W is the width of the carriage, the super elevation will be WV square by GR. Pick up the correct statement of the following. Various symmetric design features are generally guided by ruling design speed. The design speed of the given highway should preferably be uniform. Average change in design speed should not be perfect. All of the above is the correct answer. The ratio of maximum deviation angle and maximum polar deviation angle in this curve is 2, 3. The ratio is 3. If the brake of vehicle are effective, the vehicle running 30 km/h comes to stop in 10 meter, 12 meter, 12 meter. Okay. Full amount of extra width of the pavement on the curve is provided at the beginning of the transition curve, center of the transition curve, beginning of the circular curve, beginning of the circular curve. Then goes to next question. Roadway width from national highway and state highway 2 lanes are option A 12 meter. The distance traveled by revolving wheel of a vehicle more than circumferential movement is known as self skid. Neither A nor B. Neither A nor B. Both A and B is the correct answer. No slip, no skid. Skid is the correct answer. The difference between the elevation of edge of a pavement of 9 meter and its crown is 15 centimeter. The camber of pavement is 1.60, 1 in 45, 1 in 30, 1 in 115, 1 in 7.5. So our correct answer is 1 in 30. The degree of curve is defined by standard of 30 meters. Radius of one curve will be 30 meters, then 1719. Okay. For calculating the tactic force along the upgrade of an asphalt road, the coefficient of transition speed mu is said as 1 by 10, 1 by 20, 1 by 30, 1 by 100. Yes, answer is 1 by 100. Train plane is limited to 5%, 6%, 7%, 7%. Traffic sensors is carried out speed and delay study, route parking study, traffic volume study, origin destination study, all of the above. If the right angle of a route provided in the transition to the maximum polar angle will be 10 degree, 15 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree. The maximum polar angle will be 15 degree. The minimum radius of curvature of national highway, state highway in hilly region free from snow is kept as 60, 50, 50 meter. The base compromise of an increase in the highway and reduction in load carrying capacity of a rolling gradient is 1 in 20, 1 in 15, 1 in 20, 1 in 20. The length of transition curve is governed by rate of change of radial acceleration and rate of change of super elevation, both A and B. And if centrifugal force exceeds the lateral flexion, skid is occurs. A subsidiary area of carriageway placed so that the control of movement of traffic is median strip, island. We got the correct answer of the following. The water consumption increase, strength of concrete is increase, decrease strength of concrete is increase strength of concrete is not affected. Ruling gradient of the hill road 30 meter above MSL is kept as 7%, 8%, 5%, 5%. Okay. And if a welded wire mesh, the longitudinal wire is placed at S, B is 15 centimeter. Along a hill road, the outer surface of the curve, outer side of the side A and B, inner side of the side A and B. So our answer is